Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with some NCAA 13, and we have got the BCS National Championship here in this one. Of course, pitting Alabama against Notre Dame. It was actually really cool when I went ahead and I posted, I think it was the Fiesta Bowl. Anyway, I mentioned that I was going to be doing this, and a lot of people were like, hey, play as Alabama, play as Notre Dame. So it's really cool to see that you guys have a lot of passion about, the teams that are going to be playing here today. Disclaimer, I had to do this as the Orange Bowl, you guys. I know this is really not the Orange Bowl, but the National Championship. I thought I'd go ahead and get that out of the way. But in this game, I did decide to go ahead and play as Notre Dame because I was fortunate enough to be able to play as Alabama for the SEC Championship. So just to, go ahead and mix things up a little bit for me and also get a chance to play as the underdog in this one, I thought I'd go ahead and play as Notre Dame. We didn't get a B2 this year at all, I noticed. It was just fighters. I wonder if they got rid of that. I don't know. But anyway, the thing about this game, I know it's going to be a lot more difficult for me than some of the other bowl games, is because Alabama is a more of an all-around team than some of the other teams that I have played, who are just straight pass all the time. So I just get to go ahead and play the pass, and I get a lot of interceptions and things like that. So that boost is very, very nice when you're going up against teams that throw all the time. But since Alabama does not do that, I'm going to have to try and change my defense up a little bit. But the times they do pass, you better believe that I'm going to be anticipating it. Here's an interception. I go ahead and I cut in to see if they're going to go ahead and change their direction. I cut back over, and that is going to be a touchdown for us, a pick six early on in the game. And I know I'm going to have to go ahead and jump to a very early lead so that way I have all the momentum myself, and the computer doesn't have any, because if they do get some momentum, here's another interception. No, seriously, if the computer gets a lot of momentum, I am in trouble in this one. I know that Alabama is probably one of the best teams in this game. So this is going to be a very, very tough one for me. But if they keep turning the ball over like this, I don't think it's going to be that tough at all. But playing the pass works a lot. I keep hearing that they might go ahead and nerf it next year, but I don't know if that's even true. It's just a rumor that I hear through people, but I don't know. And that's all I'm going to take it for, is a rumor. But anyway, 3rd and 14. Going ahead and getting it to Wood, who is not able to get the first down, so I'm going to have to go ahead and settle for a field goal right here. So that'll make it 10-0. Oh, that one was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. See right here, it just barely makes it over that crossbar. I shouldn't say barely, but I don't know. I thought for 44 yards, there'd be a little bit more oomph behind that one. There's not too much wind to really consider in this game, but there we go. Going to be looking at a good pickup through the air, so Alabama getting it done now. Just really have to watch about when they throw it, because I'm playing the pass quite a bit. And there we go, works one more time, so we've got 3 interceptions early on in the game, and this, even for me playing this, is kind of frustrating, because it's like, ugh. I want to make sure that this is a fair game and stuff like that, but anyway, since I got the ball, I'm going to go ahead and try and score, so go with a little screen pass to Wood. I probably shouldn't cut back in. I should have cut out, and I would have been all right. But I thought that one of my lead blockers was going to be able to get him. Not the case. Another completion right here. So we're doing all right on offense. I mean, we did get stopped a little bit on the last drive, but we're kind of making up for things right here. Wood fighting forward, getting 9 yards, almost 10 on that one. So that's going to make it 3rd and inches. I'm going to do a little QB sneak to pick that one up. So we've got the first down now. So in a good position here to be able to get some more points on the board and increase our lead against Alabama. This has been quite the first quarter for me. So just taking a look, I'm able to find Wood open for about 14 yards right there. So that's going to set up 2nd and 10 after an incomplete pass. There we go. Getting into the end zone with that one. I love it when you have like 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, and then the first down marker's right on the goal line, because then you have the possibility of going ahead and getting another first down, like ridiculously close to the goal line. And it's like almost guaranteed that you're going to score. But anyway, 17-0 here now, 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. The running game for Alabama has been working very, very well. So I don't know why they're not sticking with this more often. Not a great pickup right there, but they get the first down. So that's really what counts in the end. So with the new set of downs, we're going to see if they stick with the run or if they go with the pass. All right, looks like they're going to be passing. It works out well for me, but this one going to be intercepted one more time. So Jackson not getting too much of a return on that one. But, hey, I'm playing the pass so much on this one. What I do is I go ahead and I read the formation, And I figure they're going to have 3 wide receivers or 4 in, or obviously 5 wide receivers. They're going to be passing the ball. Statistically, it's more likely. So I'll go ahead and play the pass. Xbox freezes. I go ahead and throw an interception. So I just give it right back to Alabama. So I was thinking about not even showing that, but it's all right. No big deal. All right, so a 7-yard pickup on the ground. Like I said, this has been working well for Alabama. Oh, man, fooled me on that one. I thought he was going to hand it off. And a great pickup right there, but not going to be able to get past my defender. So 2nd and 9 off of a 1-yard run. Yes, I stopped them for 1 yard. This time, going to pick up just a few. Gets 4 yards right here. Going to set up 3rd and 5. Do I figure they're going to run or pass? I'm playing the pass right here. But Alabama not going to be able to complete that one, not intercepted or anything. So that's going to make it 4th and 5. So Alabama will now have to go ahead and kick the field goal, and of course they're going to be making it here. When you're looking at this far away from the field goal post, there we go. All right, so 17-3, Alabama finally gets on the board here in the 2nd quarter. So I still retain that 14-point lead. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and I can build on this one. Going to go with a passing play. That one going to get caught. I really wasn't even throwing to him, but hey, it works out in the end. It was just a pass that wasn't on target, but like I said, it works out. Wood running, picks up 6 yards. I tell you what, running game, I should be going with it a little bit more myself. 3rd and 1, going to try and run to see if I can get that yard here, and I'm able to do it. I'll probably get about 2 or 3 extra yards on that one as well. So the running game working well for both teams, but I don't want to go ahead and rely on the run because I know Alabama, very, very good defense. One of the best defenses you're going to find in the game. So I don't think I can really keep the run going. I got to stick more with the pass and just look for mistakes. But 2nd and 15 after that last play, which was not too exciting. Oh, he caught it. What? All right, so we got to take a look at this one again. So it's deflected. He comes over, makes the catch. Look at that. That one didn't touch the ground. Wow. I've seen some awesome, awesome catches since I've gone ahead and played all these bowl games. I think more than I normally see, which has been kind of cool. So that was a huge pass that gets us great field position. Wood fumbling the ball, but we still retain possession. Don't ask me how. 2 Alabama defenders weren't able to get on that one. But there we go. Luckily, we got it back because then we get the touchdown. So 24-3 is what it's going to be after I go ahead and I kick the extra point. So things are definitely going in the direction of Notre Dame in this one. And I'm liking this. This is feeling pretty good. I know this was going to be I was feeling like this was going to be a challenge here, but I didn't think it would turn out like this. I honestly thought I was going to be losing here by a lot at this point. Like it would be reversed. Like I only have 3 points on the board. But not going to be able to get the 3rd down right there, so it's going to be 4th and 3. They're going to go ahead and punt. And here we go. I'm kind of debating, do I try and go for a score or do I go ahead and just waste time? So, I don't know. I think I'm going to try for something. We're going to see how far I make it, Like, I'm not going to be swinging for the fences here, go with all these long passes downfield. But at the same time, I got to get some decent pickups. But this time I decide to do it, and I make the catch. Here I go thinking, I'm not going to do it. And then I do go ahead and do it, and it works out really well for me. So a few plays later, I go ahead and I get the touchdown. So here I go thinking I'm just going to waste time. And I was like, I'll just throw it deep. And it turns out that's what allows me to get 7 points here. So this is looking great as we go into halftime with the 31-3 lead over Alabama. But I don't want to count them out quite yet because we all know that the computer can do some pretty tricky things. So I'm not going to change too much here on my strategy. On defense, I got to find a way to be able to stop the run. I mean, there have been a few plays where I've tackled them for a loss or they haven't been able to pick up anything but 1 or 2 yards. But I got to make that more consistent. So I'm going to look to see if there's any adjustments I can make to that here. But anyway, so we're at the 15-yard line here because of a stupid play. Oh, we fumble it. Oh, but we retain possession. But I go back even farther. Now I'm at the 5-yard line. I don't want to necessarily run it right here at this point because I know what Alabama can do, but this is going to turn out to be the most embarrassing play I have ever shown in NCAA. An interception in the end zone. I was debating, I'm like, do I not show this? But I thought that would be wrong. Plus, how would I explain, oh, and by the way, Alabama got a touchdown. So very, very embarrassing, but you guys know that I'm going to show that type of stuff anyway. But all right, got to make up for that here. Got to get a touchdown myself. So we complete that pass. Going to be sticking with the passing game. Going to go with a little slants play right here. Be looking at a few receivers, but Goodman makes the catch. It was a pretty sweet catch one-handed, but he fumbles it as he gets hit. So Alabama now has the ball almost at midfield. That's going to be a great pass that they're going to get for the first down, running out of bounds. He did keep 1 foot in bounds. Even though they went ahead and tried to, or they had the official review on it, he's, of course, stayed in bounds. There's another first down through the air. Alabama, where has this been? And then the running game ends up working for them. They pick up almost 15 yards right there. That's going to set up first and goal. I'm going to be blitzing, and that worked out well for me. So I'm going to try and blitz again because I figure they're going to be running. I was wrong. They pass. They find the receiver in the end zone for another touchdown. So that's a quick 14 points for Alabama right there. Off of 2 mistakes on my part. So I've had 2 interceptions and a fumble in this game. But I think we're looking at like 4 interceptions for Alabama. So both teams have had a lot of turnovers. Wood losing 2 yards, not going anywhere on that one. 3rd and 12. I've got to do something here to convert, so I'm going to go with the long pass. They jump the snap, but that one not on target, so that's going to be incomplete. So Alabama is going to get the ball one more time here. And a pretty decent return on that punt as well. Man, he had me outran by a lot. You know, he was like 2 or 3 steps ahead of him, maybe even a little bit more than that one. But, oh my gosh. Another touchdown for Alabama. That is probably the fastest 21 points I have ever seen in this game. So while quarter 1 was completely mine, it seems like quarter 3 has been completely Alabama in this one. So while I thought, you know, I'm going to have a pretty big lead here as we kind of go into things, it's down to a touchdown now. So I'm going to have to play a little bit more conservatively. I'm going to be running the ball a lot more since that's something that I established early on is something that can work. But I'm going to have to make the change right now to get away from the passing game. So Wood getting it done, running the ball, getting a first down right here. We're going to keep sticking with it here as long as they have one linebacker in. There we go. I'm going to keep going with this here. Where things look pretty good for me. There we go. This is a much-needed run. Not necessarily because of the amount of yards that I picked up, but because of the momentum boost that it goes ahead and gives me. You know, I feel like I can do things now and kind of boost my morale a little bit as well. 2nd and 10. Got a lot of time. Throw him off, and then I make a desperate throw over to Jones, who catches it in the end zone. So we're back to a 14-point lead after that miraculous throw. So lucky I did not get sacked. That has got to be one of the greatest plays I think I've had in NCAA. So now I have the most embarrassing and probably one of the coolest plays I've ever had. Now, I didn't originally call this play because I saw it was a wildcat formation, and so I was going to go ahead and switch to blitz, but I didn't get it in enough time, and I didn't think of audibling it. But, hey, interception. So in the 4th quarter here, this is not what Alabama needs to be doing. Should be sticking with that running game. I've kind of established that the pass, man, that's all mine. That's going to be off target on 3rd and 8 to make it 4th and 8. So that turnover isn't going to amount to too much except just a field goal right here. So like I said, win's not that much of a factor here. But that one is going to go in. That's going to make it 41-24. We've got 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. Now I've got a 17-point lead one more time. Feeling a little bit better about things now than I did just a little bit ago when it was a 7-point lead. So a 9-yard pickup on the run right there, going with the pass, able to complete it, gets hit, but is able to break that tackle and finally gets pushed out of bounds a little bit later on at the 49-yard line. So looking for a pass. This is dangerous. Pressure was coming, throws it deep into double coverage. Brown with the INT. I am liking this. That could be the game. It all depends on what happens on this next drive. Because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be, of course, trying to run time off of the clock. That's going to be the big goal of mine right here. Wood getting about 6 yards right there. And then 2 yards later on. Here I go thinking that going with this play would work, and it didn't. I end up losing a yard. So that was a huge mistake on my part. So I go ahead and I punt the ball. It's 1st and 10 for Alabama, and they're running the ball. That was a big stop for me. So they lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Going back with the pass is exactly what I need them to do. Off-balance throw, intercepted one more time. And I think that is going to be the game. A minute 45. They're not going to be able to come back or anything like that. Plus, I'm going to go ahead and just run time off of the clock. And it looks like that Alabama really isn't going to try and stop me either. Haven't used any timeouts. Wood picking up the 1st down, just kind of sealing the deal. So that is going to be it. So that'd be kind of cool if it turns out like this. But either way, I wish both teams the best of luck in the national championship here. But I end up getting the underdog win, 41-24 out over Alabama. So the turnover success that I've had in the last few games are definitely continuing on into this one, and that's what I attribute the win to, was the amount of turnovers that we saw out of Alabama. But I do appreciate you guys watching this. I really do. I've got one more NCAA video like this, and that is going to be another national championship game, but coming out of the Nebraska franchise, or dynasty. Dynasty, yes. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'll have that up here in the next couple days. I'm probably going to want to take a break from college football because this is so tough to edit. And don't worry, guys, I'm still going to have the coaching carousel, and I'm also going to have Teddy Crocker on here, too. So I'm not done with NCAA, but with this type of stuff. Anyway, you guys, thank you again for watching. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great stuff. But you are phenomenal people. Do not ever forget that. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.